From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now, let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome into Northeast Current on ION TV. Thanks for spending your morning with us. I'm Kate Moss, and we're actually on location at East Stroudsburg High School South, and we're talking about the Buck Hill SkyTop Music Festival. And with me right now is Dr. David Mazza. He is the president of the board. Welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much.
This is incredible. I was looking at the brochure, and you said it's the 6th year.
Right.
And we were just talking about how it's grown from the first year.
Yeah, it started 6 years ago. I wanted to start a music festival because I really feel that music has so much to offer for people, for kids, no matter what they go to in life. And I decided to put a message out to the community of Buck Hill Falls, which is right near where we are talking. And originally I thought I was going to do it in my living room, and it ended up getting almost 100 people coming who were interested in getting involved in starting a music festival because the educational component was a big thing, but also because we wanted to present very high quality. And then I went up and gave a similar talk at SkyTop, and about 60 people came to that. And within 6 months, we actually got pledges of $500,000 over 3 years to start this festival. Mm-hmm. And one of the cornerstones of the festival is not only the highest quality and talent, but also the fact that we provide students with scholarships, so they get to study with 2 Broadway veterans. And this is 30 students who audition, and they come to the festival each year. And we just expanded it from 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And not only do they get all this training to put on their own concert, they also go to all the programs, and they're interweaved with the Broadway professionals in all the different shows. So it's a very integrated type festival, and you get both aspects. And I think the idea of seeing kids interact with Broadway stars brings really a Broadway show to a whole different level. It really is very moving.
Well, it's going to happen July 31st through August 9th. And for ticket information, where should people?
www.buckhillskytopfest.org.
Okay, and tell us, what are we going to see at the festival?
Well, this year we're presenting the jazz, Broadway. We also have the American Songbook. We're going to have a Young Scholars Concert. And one of the exciting things is we have an anonymous donor who also is a big believer in children being exposed to programs in music. And he has donated to the festival $120,000. Wow. And each year we spend a quarter of that putting on new works. And this year, Joey, our artistic director, who you're going to speak to, had the great idea of opening this up to the general theater community. And we actually put it in Playbill and Broadway.com, and we got 64 submissions of new musicals. Wow. And our artistic board, who you saw in the brochure, chose the finalists, and we now have a final program. This will be the first time this new work will be presented. And it will be at the Notre Dame High School, which is not too far from here. And the students actually will be in this one not performing, but they're going to get to spend a week with the various people in the theater, the scenic director, the lighting designer, the composer, the lyricist, seeing what goes into a Broadway show.
Wow, and looking at the artistic board, you've got some big names on here too.
Yeah, we do. We have some very well-known people who are very devoted to what it is that we're trying to accomplish.
Like Julianne Moore's one.
Yes.
And Tony Kushner.
Tony Kushner,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so many people believe in this festival, and if there's somebody watching that wants to donate, where should they go? They go to our website,
www.buckhillskytopfest.org, and there's a big button there for donating. And we're 501c3, so it's tax deductible. And we're also supported by the Pennsylvania Council on the Arts.
Well, thank you so much
Thank you very much. Really
it was so nice meeting you, and the
you.
festival. Looking forward to that as well.
All those moving notes. So when your part moves, that makes that melody interesting. So can you push into those notes that give us these cool chords? Right? Can you try that? So when your part moves, and friends just can't be found. We know the melody and it's beautiful, but that's what helps color it and make it interesting. Come on.
Hear how important your ahs at the end there? Yeah, Seamus. Let's try it again. One. Cool. Let's try it one more time. Ready, go.
Talking about the Buck Hill SkyTop Music Festival, once again it's going to happen July 31st to August 9th. I'm here with the artistic director, Joey Chancey. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Now, what is your role in the festival?
I'm the artistic director, and I've sort of overseen everything artistically, and I had the unique privilege to program the whole festival, and I picked the performers, the material, the concerts, the venues, and it was very exciting to kind of create a musical arc from, we have Broadway, we have chamber music, we have jazz, we have an American songbook concert, we have an education performance program, and we're actually debuting a new musical for the first time. So, and all through that we're celebrating Americana and American composers.
Now, you said you had 5 different locations.
We do, yes. So we're all over the region. We have, we're in SkyTop, we're in Buck Hill, and we're in East Stroudsburg, and in different places of those.
And what places? You said Pocono Mountain was one of them?
So we kick off the festival at Pocono Mountain East High School. It's a big auditorium. We have our big kind of tuxedo, long gown Cole Porter concert. We have 6 Broadway stars that will be in that, with a 15-piece orchestra behind them. And also we'll have 50 kids, students that are part of the festival performing, singing and dancing. That's at Pocono Mountain East. After that we go to the SkyTop Lodge for a jazz dinner and happy hour and performance by Lincoln Center's jazz pianist Emmett Cohen. So you can come hang out with us, listen to some great music. And then on Sunday afternoon, we go to Notre Dame High School, which is in East Stroudsburg. Jared Spector is a Broadway star. He's in Beautiful the Musical. He's the longest running Frankie Valli and Jersey Boys on Broadway. And he made his acting debut as the young boy in Les Mis in the original. Wow. He's bringing his one-man show there. That's going to be really exciting. He has a great band and he has 3 backup singers. Then the next week we go back to Buck Hill at Tennessee. We have a chamber concert. We have a group coming from Manhattan that's going to play a very beautiful kind of traditional classic chamber concert. On Friday, we go back to Notre Dame High School to premiere a new work as part of our Developmental musical lab. Saturday, we have our education performance program, which is at East Stroudsburg University. And then on Sunday, we're closing the festival at SkyTop Lodge. We're setting up an outdoor stage, again, with 15-piece orchestra, Broadway stars, and all of our students, 50 kids in the program, with the SkyTop Lodge as the backdrop. So that'll be as the sun sets, and it'll be 100 years of American music and American composers.
Wow. And as I was looking through this before, I had asked you, what does it take to put something like this is so detailed together? But the festival itself, it takes you all year, right?
It takes an army and a village, but yes, it does take us all year. And it's been something we've been planning since December at least, you know, and we have a staff, we speak and we meet very regularly every week. And it's a pretty impressive operation, and I'm honored to be a part of it. This year we created a developmental lab where we received 64 submissions of new musicals from different authors all over the world. And our artistic board picked the winner, and we're going to be premiering that musical. It's called The Lost Girl. It's about Michael, John, and Wendy Darling, the characters from Peter Pan, grown up, and it has to do with them remembering their trip to Neverland and their ability to fly. Wow. It's a beautiful story, and it'll be the first time it'll be in front of an audience, and we're excited to be the host of that.
So if people want to go to the festival, where can they go for some more information?
You can go to buckhillskytopfest.org. You can check us out on Facebook, and you can check us out on Instagram as well. We do updates all the time, lots of fun backstage things with our artists and our stars, and it's a kind of a fun way to learn about the concerts as well.
Okay. One thing before we go, up close close and musical. What is that all about?
It's our way of taking out degrees of separation between festival audience members and the Broadway performers, the classical performers, and it's a chance for them to meet with them, to talk to them, to possibly have a drink with them after their performance, and get to know them about their music and about their career and their life, and that's sort of the charm of this music festival. And we're also able to introduce all these young kids to the Broadway musicians and the performers and the directors and the authors, and it's also a way that we can kind of encourage jobs and professions in the arts. And when people meet someone who does it for a living, we're hoping, to continue to inspire that way.
That's not something you can get anywhere else.
Not something that I have ever been,
Well,
able
that's a
to.
great opportunity. Once again, it is the Buck Hill SkyTop Music Festival. Going to happen July 31st to August 9th. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can't wait. I'm going to come to the festival.
Definitely.
I can't wait.
Lots of good stuff in store.
And thank you so much for watching at home. This is Northeast Current on ION TV. I'm Kate Moss, and we'll be right back.
I am Mike Conroy, and I am the chairman for our area for the Fresh Air Fund.
Awesome. And for those of us that don't know what the Fresh Air Fund is about, can you tell us in Northeast PA what the Fresh Air Fund can do?
Yes. Okay, so the Fresh Air Fund is an organization that's been around since 1877. 1877, so for a long time. And what it is it's basically a program for underprivileged children in New York City, and it gives them the opportunity to get out of the city and to have a vacation, which they otherwise would not have the option of doing.
Awesome. That's a great opportunity. And the Fresh Air Fund has been around a very long time.
Yes. Yeah, very long time. I don't know what it looked like in 1877, but somehow they were doing it.
And how long have you been working with the Fresh Air Fund?
This is my first year doing it. We've hosted for the last 2 years, and then the previous chairman for our area stepped down, and we just loved the program and wanted to get more involved and help other people learn about it.
Awesome. So you're kind of learning as you go right now.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, whether it's in, I'm a parent of 4 kids, and I feel like every area of my life you just kind of learn as you go. So yes.
Awesome. Now, can you tell me some kind of feedback you've gotten from the kids who are involved in the program, the Fresh Air Fund?
Yeah, so we hosted a child last year. It was her first time doing it, and she came, and we just had an amazing time. So she's coming back to stay with us for a week in August. And, just our experience with her was, you can just see how much of a difference it makes, doing it with a child.
Awesome. And now for those of us in Northeast PA that might want to get involved, help, maybe even host, what should we do?
Okay, there's a few things you could do because there is another trip coming, same place, which is at the Lackawanna State Park. It is going to be August 6th through the 13th. So there's a lot of time to sign up if people are interested. And I would just ask, if I was somebody who's hearing this for the first time, I'd ask myself, do I want my summer to be worse, to stay the same, or to be better? And if the answer is to be better, then you could go online at freshair.org. You could also email me, which my email address is Mike Conroy, CONROY, at gracefwp, which is like Frank William Peter, .org. Or you could call me, 570-351-1119, to learn more.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the information. And one last question. What do you hope to gain from this experience? Or do you have any aspirations or from this year, any goals for you?
For me, the reason we stepped in to do the volunteer aspect of it is, first of all, I just love being around people. Knowing, like, what I loved about the program is it gives you the opportunity to make a connection with that child and also their family. So with our child, we talk to them all throughout the year. Next time we take a family trip into New York City, we will meet up with them and hang out and visit them. And just helping other people. Like, I never even heard about this program, and it's been around for over 100 years. So we're trying the best we can just to get the news out there of what this program is, and it's super easy, and it's cost-free to do it.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Wish you guys the best of luck today.
Thank you.
I've heard about it for a long time, and I always thought it would be nice to, have another child come and get to, be out in the country and enjoy things and get that vacation that they don't have an opportunity to have.
Yeah, it's really nice. Last year we taught her to ride a bike, so that was fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's not a lot of work. A lot of people think you have to have them for the whole summer, but it can be like a 10-day visit. And the kids are very appreciative, and it's really just, you get more out of it by doing it and helping somebody.
It's a lot of fun, really. It's like, it's just so much fun to see them come, and you get to just like give them a bunch of new experiences. It's a lot of fun.
Good morning and welcome into Northeast Current on ION Television. My name is Kate Moss. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are at the Winner's Circle in Taylor, Pennsylvania. We've been here before. We love to come back. We're going to be talking about their food today and about the special things that they do during NASCAR races. Also, Pocono Raceway is going to be here again before you know it. And how about Martin Truex Jr. winning the last race at Pocono in June, and Dale Jr. sweeping last year. Everybody thought that Dale Jr. would win again, but he actually finished 11th in this past Pocono race. Another big topic everybody's talking about in terms of NASCAR is Tony Stewart. What is going on with Smoke? Is he going to get his mojo back? Seems like ever since the accident last year, he just hasn't been himself. He did a teleconference this past week, and he sounded so sad and so depressed. We actually featured it on my show Race Talk Live with Kate Moss, and Tony Stewart just not sounding like himself at all, very depressed, not even cracking any jokes. So Tony Stewart, a big topic of conversation in the NASCAR world, as well as Kyle Busch, coming back from everything that happened at Daytona with that broken leg. And how about him winning 2 races so far? That is incredible. So Kyle Busch is another hot topic in terms of NASCAR, and Jeff Gordon is too. Jeff Gordon going to be retiring after this year. He's going to be a commentator next year. That's going to be great to see. Jeff's been commentating for some Xfinity races, and he's very good. So seeing him duke up, it's going to be great. Will he win a race this year in his last season? I think it could definitely happen. When? I'm thinking maybe Watkins Glen. Maybe even Pocono. Jeff's won at Pocono before, and Pocono Raceway, definitely the place to be. That's the first weekend in August. I'll see you there. And we're going to be right back in the kitchen at the Winner's Circle here in Taylor, Pennsylvania on Northeast Current. I'm Kate Moss, and we'll be right back. Here at the Winner's Circle in Taylor, Pennsylvania, I'm with the owner, Brent Hudak, and all this food. Thanks for having us again.
You're welcome.
And you said we have to eat it.
You should.
Well, something really great about the Winner's Circle is the fact that they have so much food and different types of food too. It's not just Italian like you were saying, it's everything.
That's right. A lot of smoked food we like doing here. We like doing our smoked pork in-house, our smoked sausage in-house, smoked hamburgers, hot dogs, our brisket. We want a lot of things old-fashioned, homemade. And our guys went to New Orleans to learn a lot of this about smoking. So it wasn't just backyard guess and shoot from the hip. So it means a lot to me to have something different here. And the people are coming and they like our food and they like the idea of homemade, home style, a little bit of smoked into it.
And the brisket now, how long?
The brisket takes anywhere from 12 to 17 hours to cook at a low temperature, about 130 degrees. And we use apple and cherry and hickory wood to smoke it.
And what about the pork?
That pork takes about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours also. Temperature about 150 average. It depends when you're smoking, so you gotta keep the vents open. But that is very important when you're doing the smoking, as well as the kibasi. It's not just how much you smoke, it's also the temperature. So you have to time it right and make sure it's just right.
So you're open now, you said almost a year and a half.
That is correct.
And you've really grown. You have the patio and the bar now.
That is true.
And you want to maybe add on?
There's no doubt. There's
no doubt.
There's no doubt. I mean, it is great. The entertainment we have here is the blues and jazz. It's nice that they're coming and buying the food and loving what they like, and the comments are really coming back great. And the people really appreciate that. And I appreciate that because I'm not just an owner. I really care about the area as well as the food. So we got to keep this top-notch, top gun, and make everybody happy.
And Father's Day, you did something special.
I was giving gifts out for Father's Day. Everybody got a gift here for racing, a car or a truck in the box from NASCAR.
Wow.
Yes.
Any upcoming events planned?
We have a Catalina wine mixer at the end of September. It's actually going to be something from Step Brothers, where we're going to have wine here from 3 different companies in the Poconos, as well as food, cheese, and so much a door charge to give it that theme and feel from the movie Step Brothers. Yeah.
That movie was just on, by the way, yesterday.
I know.
It was on.
I watched it.
I did too. Thank you so much for joining us at home. This is Northeast Current on ION TV. And by the way, we're in Taylor. What street are we on?
We're on Main Avenue.
Okay, you can't miss it. There's a really big sign outside that says
the Johnny Vegas Lounge, and it's also the Winter Circle.
Well, we want to thank you for watching us here on Northeast Current, our preview to Pocono special at the Winter Circle in Taylor, Pennsylvania on Main Street. The smoked food was absolutely fabulous, and you got a first-hand look at it. We will see you again next week. My name is Kate Moss, and if you're going to be at Pocono, I'm going to be at Pocono as well, covering the race for the media, so make sure you stop by and say hi. For Northeast Current on ION Television, we'll see you next week.
501c3. Keeps those money donations coming.
Do I need my mic or my dog?
Why don't you guys just jump in on it?
I'll have another piece. I think that you guys need to start a school.
Let us get through the 2-week music festival, then we'll get back to you.
I have to get a new pair of cans.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.